Joining us now on MSUEagles.com, the head baseball coach in Morehead State, Mike McGuire. His team gets its second win over a nationally ranked opponent in a 6-day stretch here, an 8-7 victory over the Indiana Hoosiers in Bloomington, Indiana. Coach, I know you have to be proud about today's result and the way the guys have played here in recent days.
Absolutely. It was a tough week. We knew going in, playing 4 games against some of the top teams in the country, and really proud of how we battled this week. We picked up a big win, obviously, on Tuesday against Kentucky. Come in here, Indiana's playing as well as any team in the country coming in here, and they kind of put it to us the first 2 days. But fought through some adversity. Played well today. Got out in front. Had to battle some adversity during the game, and that's mark of a good club. I like the way we're playing. Like where we're headed from here on out.
You mentioned games 1 and 2 here at Bart Kaufman Field in Bloomington not going according to script, but how much credit you give your guys for staying focused and keeping to the approach and coming out, and every day's a new day in baseball, and they proved that today with a Game 3 win.
Well, I think that's a big thing. We've grown up a lot as a club. 21 newcomers to start the year. A club that's not used to winning. We've got to learn how to win, learn how to handle adversity, learn the ups and downs of baseball. I mean, it's a game of failure, and all you can do is try as hard as you can that day, and if it's not good enough, come back the next day, and we're learning to do that, and so proud of the way we battled.
First baseman Kane Sweeney, one of your more reliable bats this season. He was in an 0 for 14 slump, but he had a huge 2-run homer early in the game and kind of gave your guys some confidence to play with the Hoosiers.
Well, absolutely. Kane has been swinging the bat a lot better than what he's gotten. I think sometimes batting average is overrated. Yesterday he was 0 for 5 and hit 4 balls on the button. You can't hit it any better, and it was just a matter of time. He got the big 2-run homer today that kind of got us out front, and we were able to tack on some runs after that, but certainly Kane's a big part of everything we're doing.
It was a 5-3 game in your team's favor heading to the 8th inning. You guys tacked on 3 insurance runs. You were telling Michael Gustin on the post-game interview today that those were big, a 2-run double by Nick Newell and an infield single which knocked in another by Clayton Meyer, who had a couple of hits today and has been playing off the bench but really stepped up in the starting lineup.
Well, that's just it. We're more than a 3 or 4 man lineup, and Nick Newell had been struggling, didn't start Friday night here. Had a big day yesterday at the plate. Got the big hit today. And then Clayton Meyer, he had a big run-scoring double early in the ball game. Ryan Kent's been playing center field. Kind of rolled his ankle the other day, and Clayton was ready to answer the bell and played well today.
Let's get your thoughts on the pitching, starting with today's starter, right-hander Willie Sly. Probably had 1 pitch in the first inning he'd like to have back, a 2-run homer by Indiana's catcher, who's one of the best in the country. But he kind of settled down there and gave you guys an opportunity to win the ballgame.
Well, I thought Willie showed a lot of maturity today. Obviously the first 2 guys got hits. The second hit of the game left the ballpark, and we're down 2-0. But he settled in, got the next 3 guys out, kind of settled in, and pitched well. And proud of him for that. Obviously it was a group effort. We pitched very well out of the bullpen. Everybody took the mound today.
Noah Smallwood, Tyler Keel, and Cable Wright all came in out of the bullpen and hung zeros and kind of kept your team out in front. Just assess the performances of those 3 young men.
Well, obviously Noah's a starter. In the past here, we put Noah in the bullpen just to make us better for days like this. And he came in a key spot against 2 of their top hitters, left-handed hitters, and got ground ball outs, from both guys. And he's flourished in that role. Tyler Keel's a guy that's been in our rotation some, and we put him in the bullpen. We wanted to have a power arm in the bullpen. Kind of ahead of Craig Piercy, and Tyler had a little setback a couple weeks ago he wasn't available last weekend, but it was great. He pitched twice this weekend, pitched great both times, and then obviously we handed the ball off to Craig Piercy, and we're all very comfortable with Gator on the mound late.
Craig picks up his team-high 7th save, and Indiana snuck in a grand slam there, kind of got in a jam, but how much mental toughness did it take for Craig to kind of get through that and get the final out and give you guys another win over a national ranked foe?
That's just it. Gator's pretty battle-tested at this point. He's pitched in a lot of ball games when it's tight, and he's the reason we've been so good in 1-run ball games. He deserves a lot of credit for that. So, I went out to the mound after the grand slam, and after the walk, just said, hey, I've talked to all the guys. I said, how fun is this? You got 3,000 people, everybody standing up, excited, and this is a great atmosphere. Let's make a couple good pitches, make a play. It was obvious we weren't going to get a strike 3 punch out call. We were going to have to make a play.
Right.
And I said, hey, we got to make a pitch, make a play, and shake hands.
Morehead State will enjoy this one on the way back to Eastern Kentucky. And Mike, your team turns around with 4 games this coming week, and I know that you're going to enjoy this one tonight, but try to turn around in the morning and get focused for Shawnee State, a midweek opponent, and a 3-game series with UT Martin. 4 very winnable games. You take them one at a time, but I'm sure you want to have the focus and intensity to win all 4. Otherwise, the wins this week kind of get nullified out.
Right, that's just it. These are great wins this week. We should enjoy them. We deserved them. But at the same time, we got to turn the page tomorrow, and we got to get ready for the week ahead. And we need to play like we're capable of this week. And I think that more than anything, this week should give us a lot of confidence heading into the backstretch. The last half of the conference season, we've played half of it so far. We're getting ready to play the other half, and we should be as confident as a club as we've been all year.
Morehead State surpasses last year's win total with an 8-7 victory in Bloomington, Indiana over the IU Hoosiers. Head coach Mike McGuire, congratulations. Thanks for the time.
All right, thanks, Matt.